Hey everyone. So I've been thinking about this after reading all your comments online on my video about Gen X deciding not to have kids and wanting to end the cycle of abuse and violence. And I learned a lot from those comments, and I started to ponder this question that I had, and that is how or if your perception of your parents changed as you got older. And I thought back to a couple of years ago. My mother had called me and asked if I was coming back to her house. She lives 1,000 miles away for Chinese New Year. And I said that probably not, because I'm busy, but I'll be back for Christmas. And she had a very, a tone of, I guess, sadness and disappointment, which is the first time I heard that, because usually she's puts on a very strong front. And her voice sounded like, it was almost like we don't have much time left. And I think we should spend time with one another before she passes on. And so I said, okay, I'm gonna head back home. And what had happened was, after that conversation, I started to think about my parents and the bitterness between myself and them over the years, over the decades. And by this time, myself and my parents were cordial. It wasn't anything like, I wouldn't say anything bitter or anger. It was just we learned to coexist, with one another without tension in the room when I visited. So I started to see them more as humans that didn't have all the answers. When you're a kid, you look at your parents as for guidance and thinking they had all the answers. But in reality, they were just trying to get through life and problem solve along the way to try to make things right the best they could. Now, my parents didn't have a playbook. They probably just followed the playbook of their parents. And obviously, when things aren't going well in their life, they come home and they tend to take their frustrations out on the kids. And so once I got that thought, I start to see them in a different light. Now, that doesn't absolve them from the abuse and all the emotional neglect, during our childhood. But I think when it comes to helping understand them, and you understand the why, for me, it allowed me to start the healing process and to lift the burden off my shoulders. So now, my parents and I have a decent relationship. I wouldn't say that it's a real loving relationship, but I do like to see them, and I do like to make sure that they are well taken care of. And it's done so much for me, because I think when your mind is filled up with so much mental baggage, you can't really reach your full potential, because you're spending half or almost all your time just being bitter and angry, and you don't open up your heart to let in the good things in life. And so for me, since doing that, it's allowed me to have expand my palette in terms of creating creating things that'll make me happy in life, open up room to do the things I always wanted to do. So I started traveling more. I started to not think about what other people think of me. And it's opened up a new world. I mean, for example, here, I started a YouTube channel and not expecting much. And it's grown so much in the last couple months. And I just started this thing in January. And I love reading all the comments from all of you. And yeah, so my question to you today is, for all of you who have gotten older, has age changed perception of your parents? And I love to hear from you. And if it has, in what way was it did you become, were you relieved of all the burdens, and did it change how you see them? And if you experienced both hurt and understanding, how did you make sense of it today? How did you make sense of it today? Sorry, it's kind of hard sometimes trying to keep your eyes in front while talking at the same time, but I thought I'd try this format. It's a beautiful day, so why not get out? All right, so I'd love to hear from you. Please feel free to share below and comment. And if you like this video and you resonate with my channel, please feel free to like, share, and subscribe. And I will see you guys next time. Take care. And don't forget, check out my next video. All right, bye for now.